Yes guys, and welcome back to the plot. Down at the plot, me and Oscar today, we've got a couple of hours to potter about, get a few things done, and yeah, we've got loads to do. We're going to crack on, but first things first, we've got a fruit tree to plant in that corner over there. We've got a few in a line across there, but we're missing one in the gap, so we're going to go and get that in now, and that's the first job ticked off. Yeah, I was waffling. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to put the tree where Oscar's foot is there, and then that's the other plot behind us. And then what we will be doing is putting some wires, probably on some posts along here, and then going almost like an Espalier fence with the fruit trees. So we've got an apple. Oh, Oscar, is that an apple? Jonah Gold there, we put in last year. I think we've got a pear there and another apple. There is a pear right at the end, but that won't be part of it. And then we're going to grow them along here, and hopefully show that we can grow like maximum fruit in a minimal space. So yeah, should look good. Should look good as well, yeah, actually. And plus, we get all the afternoon sun there, so we'll get maximum fruit ripening. So yeah, we're going to get it whacked in. We do get a lot of rats and bloody mice down this end of the plot, but yeah, it's just a case of scraping back the bark. We should have some good layers. We've got the cardboard underneath there, as you can see. It's a bit boggy though, so while I get this in, I'll go and make yourself a brew while I get this in, and I'll show you in 2 ticks. Right, first things first, we're down to the membrane here, so we're just going to put a little slit in that. I mean, I don't like cutting this back because obviously the weeds go rampant, but it's been down a good few years now, this, and it's yeah, it served us pretty well, to be fair. It minimises the roots that come through, which obviously are a bit of a bloody pain in the arse. You know, we first year we had the plot, I made a bit of a boob by just rushing ahead and getting it all, you know, putting beds here, there and everywhere, not thinking about things like the weeds and that. And then a year later, Oscar got cancer, so it was a bit of a, you know, we couldn't be down at the plot, and every time we did come, all I did was weeding. It was a bit of a pain in the arse, so all I did in the end, I needed to strip the whole plot back. So I sort of split it up into sections and did a part, moved everything over, and I just put this membrane down on pretty much the whole plot, because the soil underneath was absolutely full of weeds. It was just a wasteland when we got it, and since then it's done really well, to be fair. I know I don't want to try and promote a lot using the use of like plastics and stuff, but it was a needs must at the time, and to be fair, I mean, it looks very boggy and clayey there, but I'll just clean my bloody knife off before I put it away. But yeah, it definitely helped us out. So, you know, at that point in our life, we didn't have time to be coming weeding it. So yeah, it's one of them. But yeah, so we've made the hole. We've got the tree, which is Cox's orange pippin, and then we're going to whack that in. I will, I don't know, I'll probably put that back in the shed. I always like to keep them just so I know what I've put in. And then I'm going to dig it in, but just make sure that the graft, which is there, sits proud of the soil. Otherwise we're going to have a bloody huge tree there, and we don't want that. Right, so we're just undoing this bare root apple tree. As you can see, it's obviously starting to come back to life, isn't it? The roots are looking a bit of green there on them, so buds are coming on the side of the tree, and even at the top the buds are coming, as you can see there. I don't know if you can see that. Might be a bit close to the camera, but yeah, all in all it looks pretty, I mean, it looks like a stick, but it's coming back to life. So we're going to flick this around and we're going to just dump that in there like so. So the graft is above the soil, and we're going to angle it that way so we can get the best out of these branches, them 2 main ones there, and then we'll bend the top one over. These bottom ones I'll probably get rid of, so you can concentrate on the top, you know, the actual ones I want. So yeah, I'm just going to backfill that in and put some well-rotted manure down in the hole, and jobs are good. It's as easy as that, really, dead easy. How annoying is that? I've just bloody been speaking for 2 minutes and my microphone was stuck to my spade. So the audio were crap, so I'm having to restart it. What a bloody idiot. Yeah, so the tree's in. I can't remember where we've missed, but the tree's in. We've got it buried up to the graft. Well, just below the graft, obviously. And then what we've got is 4 fruit trees along this fence line here. Now, it might cause us a bit of an issue with these growing beds, but what I'm probably going to do is let them grow we'll let them go up for maybe a year or two to get a little bit higher. And then we'll put the wires across and then train them along either way, all the way along. And then we'll have a sort of, we've got the fence there, but then we'll have a sort of natural barrier that sort of gives us that little bit of privacy. Except it's not a barrier, as in, it's a barrier that's useful because it's going to give us fruit at the end of the day, and that's what it's all about, is maximising space, you know, around the plot and the garden. So yeah, we'll see how we go. So behave yourself and peace.